Morning all. A little pun here. I sheepishly approach you. Yesterday, I went from integrating the sheep and the milk cow in the pen, controlled over several days, worked closer, then eventually in the pen, did great. Did a video yesterday out here in the paddock and put them together. And I believe that when Stella the cow went from this paneled pen, she came out here and I could see in her eyes, she didn't see those panels and she thought, I'm free. So she stayed in the paddock because once she did a walk around and she saw what you can see here, a multi-strand smart fence that I keep the sheep in with. But what she also saw was the sheep. And for those of you that have watched other grazers videos, when you let cows out on pasture the first time, they kind of get that kick and that happy. Well, that's what she was. And the sheep freaked out and they were running in circles. And I was just watching it, observing it, and praying silently. And up here, a mistake of mine, and I think about this now, I read it somewhere too, so I have a point. It's not squared or rounded off, just because of the way that this is a V-shaped piece of ground. And she ran him towards that point, and two cut back and stayed in, and two blasted right out. And it was kind of funny because at the same time, Stephanie was coming over the hill behind me here by the barn, and the two sheep went running by her. It was kind of mad chaos. So what I did today, we're going to retry this, is I have a second reel. So since she's broke, I've got a single poly braid with pigtails going across, and then you see those white posts. That's a multi-strand poly braid wire as well. So we've kind of got two lines in between, and we're gonna see how this goes. And I don't know if I'll be able to get that in a second video or an attached video to this, but yeah, so the bigger picture of what I'm trying to do here is let's be honest farms, meaning there's all kinds of uncomfortable conversation when it comes to farming. I'm no expert, and I'll never claim to be the expert, but I think too many videos that I see out there from all sides of farms are, doctored, or we don't want you to see the ugliness. That's what I mean by doctored. Then there's a lot of lessons learned here. So in the vein of let's be honest farms, did not go well yesterday, and we chased some sheep for a while. That actually went well in the recovery. We just follow them around with poultry netting. They get to a spot where they naturally want to graze. We just put the netting around them and work their way back here. So we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned for part 2. So here's part 2. Got everything set up. Got it split. She's definitely interested. We're gonna let her come over here, and the sheep are split, so she's not be able to chase them. And I think this is the best we're gonna get, at least for quite some time. When she has her calf in a few weeks. Just let her come, Bess. Just let her get her out here. So that's good. Her initial start is to just start grazing, not to go crazy. Yesterday when she came in here, she saw the sheep, ears perked, and distinctly wanted to have fun. What I love about this is, you can see this pen is grazed heavily. I was actually feeding some dry hay because that's what she was getting, as well as just to help calm her down. And we'll leave this pen open. I've got a temporary water tote there, actually waiting on back order, tough stuff of my water tote, and a multi-mineral that sheep can also have access to if they eventually are put together. But, well, this is starting off a lot better than yesterday. So we're just gonna monitor, and in the vein of being honest, if something goes awry, I'll be sure to let you know. Tune back in here for a second. She saw the sheep, her ears perked up. As you can see right there, they recognize she's closer now. They spooked a little. Take a closer look at that. Temporary fence, well, it's all temporary fencing, but where we have the paddock split. Again, we have smart fence as the perimeter. I've got some long runs here, so I have some extra support. But on her side, because she's been broke to single strand for a long time, we got the single strand hot, as well as this one. I'm actually short a jumper, so this one isn't hot, but the sheep I've had no problems with. Well, if you watch my videos, you did see them get out as well as yesterday. But generally speaking, with feed, or grass, I should say, and a fence up, not a big deal. So nice calm demeanor between them as well. They both have been made aware of each other's presence, and I think this is how we'll proceed. Today's trial and error, part 2. I'm on my evening walk a little earlier tonight. I'm tired, but one of the most relaxing things to either start or end your day is just listening to both the sheep as well as Stella, the milk cow, just going at that grass. It's awesome. And then when you're hearing the sheep go at the grass and you hear Stella pooping, you know you're becoming a soil nerd if that really fills your heart. So another great day on the farm.